Good day everyone. So we are going to perform the CCNA activity entitled Switch Security Configuration. Objectives: Part 1. Create a secure trunk. Part 2. Secure unused switch ports. Part 3. Implement port security. Part 4. Enable the HCP spoofing. Part 5. Configure rapid BSIT port fast and BPDU guard. Instructions. Step 1. Create a secure trunk. A. Connect the G0/2 ports of the two access layer switches. So connect these two switches. Click these connections and copper crossover. Connect it to Gigabit Ethernet 0/2. B. Configure ports G0/1 and G0/2 as static trunks on both switches. Enable. Configure terminal. Then interface range G0/1/2. Then configure this as static trunk. Switch port mode trunk. Repeat the process on switch 2. Enable ConFT. Interface range G0/1/2. Switch port mode trunk. C. Disable DTP negotiation on both sides of the link. Then enter this command: switch port no negotiate. Also in switch 2, switch port no negotiate. D. Create VLAN 100 and give it the name native on both switches. Exit. Then create a VLAN 100. Assign its name as native. Repeat the process in switch 2. Exit. Create VLAN 100. Then name as native. Step 1E. Configure all trunk ports on both switches to use VLAN 100 as the native VLAN. So go back to SW-1 and exit. Interface range G0/1/2. Switch port trunk native VLAN 100. interface range G0/1-2 switch port trunk native VLAN 100. Step 2. Secure unused switch ports. Shut down all unused switch port on SW-1. These are the used ports. So we need to shut down the unused ports. Interface range F0/3-9 and F0/11-23. These are the unused ports. Enter, then shutdown command. Step 2B, on SW-1, create a VLAN 999 and name it a black hole. The configure must match the requirements exactly. Then exit. Then VLAN 999. Then name it black hole. Step 2C, move all unused switch ports to the black hole VLAN. Exit. Interface range these are the unused ports. Then move these unused ports to VLAN 999. Switch port access VLAN 999. To verify this, and then type this command, show VLAN brief. So these are the unused ports were assigned to VLAN 999 black hole. So move to step 3, implement port security. Activate port security on all active ports in switch SW-1. So before that, you notice that in VLAN 10 there are two ports, F0/1 and F0/2, while in this CLI there are only one port. So we need to assign the F0/2 in this VLAN 10. Conft interface F0/2, then switch port mode access, then switch port access VLAN 10 and then verify, show VLAN brief. There are two ports. Then proceed to step 3. Implement port security. Activate port security on all the active access ports on switch SW1. Connect interface range F0/1-2, F0/10, then F0/24. These are the used ports, the active. Press enter. Then switch port security. Configure the active ports to allow a maximum of 4 MAC addresses to learn on the ports. So we need to put a maximum of 4, then enter. Then step 3C, for ports F0/1 on SW-1, statically configure the MAC address of the PC using port security. Then exit. Interface F0/1. Need to get the MAC address, so ipconfig/all. Just copy this MAC address. Then switch port MAC address. D. Step 3D. Configure each active access port so that it will automatically add the MAC addresses learned on the port to the running configuration. So exit. The active ports. Port MAC address as sticky. Step 3E. Configure the port security violation mode to drop packets from MAC addresses that exceed the maximum. Generate a syslog entry but not disable the ports. So switch port security violation restrict. Proceed to step 4. Configure port fast and BPDU guard. Step 4A. Enable port fast on all access ports that are in use on SW-1. So enable the port fast. Spanning tree. Port fast. Then enable BPDU guard on all the access ports that are in use on SW-1. So enable the BPDU guard. Spanning tree. BPDU guard enable. Step 4C. Configure SW-2 so that all access ports will use port fast by default. So and SW-2, exit, then spanning tree, port fast, default. So that is all. So the completion rate is already 100%. So thank you and God bless.